Hey guys, doing a video on kind of the final video for my knife box. In the first part of the video I did uh, just kind of went through some of the different steps while I was building the knife box, and in this video here I just want to kind of show what the final results of the box were. With this box I didn't use any kind of special wood, anything like that. Right now I didn't want to spend the money for mahogany or anything like that. Just, I love working with mahogany and a lot of other woods, but for this one I just went with the poplar, just a cheap wood that I got down at Orchard Supply. It's a cheap wood. It's, sometimes it could be a little inconsistent in the coloring, but this was going to be a really rustic kind of looking box anyway, so I went with that. But it does take a stain good. And here's the box. What I did is on the top here, I'll show a view of this, but I carved two knives crossed, carved in my name here. On the front I kind of carved these down and then put in just little divots in here, and I used a Dremel tool with a little circular bit just to kind of just grind and make these little dots to give kind of like a Strider gunner grip look. Here these are just pins. I drilled holes, then just pounded these brass pins in. On the side, purely for decoration, I put in these brass rods. And these brass rods don't run all the way through because the lid splits right here. So you can see it opens up like that. Well, since I'm here, let me go ahead and let me first get a detail of the top so you can see. See if I can get this kind of straight here. Sorry, I'm having to hold the whole tripod. I carved it's a Hinderer XM18 and a Strider, and then down below you can see where I carved. Sorry, I'm trying to get this centered here. Where I carved my name in there. And let's see. I'll get out of that view before I make everyone dizzy. Inside, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I was going to just put in normal partitions, but I wanted to use a little more space inside. So what I did is, each one of these knives is actually leaning back. I'll turn this to the side, see if you can see. Let's see here, let me adjust my tripod view here. You can see that the knives actually fit down in here. So when you take a knife, actually fits down in, and I have these set up so that they'll the size is really kind of set up for Hinderers and Striders, because that's primarily what this box is going to be for. But like this one here, you can see at the bottom it actually fits the bottom angle of the Strider, and that's it. See it over here, I cut two holes for my Hinderer XM18 tool and my Hinderer Strider tool, and then I left a little spot down here for whatever. Right now I've got a couple of my investigator pins, and here's all the knives sitting in here, and you can see they come up a bit, but with the lid closes over them fine, and that's it. I don't how long did it take me to make this? Probably, I'm guessing I probably have maybe 20 hours into it. Maybe less, but what really took up the time was, the carving. The pins took up a lot of time. Just doing that. And then finishing. I'm pretty much a novice at this, so the finish is still kind of a real challenging part, but I used a couple different finishes and wound up just kind of using Dutch oil on it, and that gave it a nice fine finish on it. And that's the knife box. Came just in time for my latest knife. It was funny, I finished this up right in time for Strider. It's custom Nightmare Grind, carbon fiber, textured. I just did a video on this one, so I'm not going to go into it. And on the side, bronze anodized TI. There's the blade. Let's see, what else do I have in here? I've got 3 XM18 3.5s. Let's see, one of them is a custom ground Spearpoint XM18 Rick Hendrer. And this pink one here is my daughter's 3-inch XM18 I have in my box right now. And then have a PT, S&G, CC, S&G Lego, my Nightmare Grind I just showed, S&G, excuse me, SMF, Stonewashed, CC, SMF Lego, Emerson Commander, Emerson, did a video on this one, Emerson CQC7V, Gentleman Jim, and then I still have my Benchmade 710, great knife. And that's it. And have more knives than this, but they're in my another knife box I made. But just want to kind of show this one off a little bit. And if anyone has any questions, let me know. And you know, I just started working with wood, you know, probably when I was 35, about 6 years ago. So I haven't been doing it that long, but been having a lot of fun. And you know, if anyone else is really wants to work with wood, but they just haven't given it a try, you know, really just got to get in and start doing it, and you'd be surprised what you could do. Well, thanks for watching.